Linkin Up with Lincoln. Linkin Up with Lincoln.
Linkin Up with Lincoln.
Welcome to Linkin Up with Lincoln. I'm Malik Henry.
And I'm Maya Kimbrough. Here's a look at today's stories. First, we have Jerry Perkins interviewing Curator Winston Rutledge to discuss the Presidential Search Committee.
Lincoln University, Missouri has a proud past and a progressive future. Today we got the opportunity to see how that future is going to progress as we had an exclusive interview only seen on JCTV's Linkin Up with Lincoln with Curator Winston Rutledge to discuss his thoughts on the Presidential Search Committee and revealing the 20th President, Dr. Gerald Woolfolk, to the Lincoln University campus community. Winston Rutledge, and you're a member of the Board of Curators.
I'm a member of the Board of Curators.
All right, and what was your involvement with the Presidential Search Committee?
Curator Frank Logan, who's in the St. Louis area, and I live in the Jefferson area. We were chosen to be the co-chairs of the search committee and sort of organize everybody, guide the search, see how. Let me go into the process a little bit, and I think that may help you understand that, help all of us understand that. One of the first things we did is, having done this before, I hadn't, but the other curators had, we looked for a search firm. There are firms that do this as a business, look for replacements for presidents of college, executives in business and the like. And we selected a search firm out of Boston, Massachusetts, the Isaacson Miller firm. And they, in fact, were the ones that found Dr. Rome, convinced him to go to Fisk University. So we thought they had pretty good skills.
Right.
But they sort of fit what we were looking for in terms of what they provided with a base of applicants that they had, plus the process they had for going out and finding applicants. But one of the first things they would do was to come on campus and visit with various groups on campus, students, faculty, staff, the administration, also visit with members in the community, and ask the same question you just asked: what were the qualities we were looking for in a president? And they put together something called a profile. And that profile included everything, including the history of Lincoln University, its location, and what were some of the issues that confronted Lincoln at this time in its history, and developed this profile that they used as a basis for conducting their search for people who were interested. At the same time they were doing that, Curator Logan and I were doing this, and President Tier, the President of the Board of Curators, were doing the same thing in terms of looking for people on campus and in the community who would spend the time as a search committee looking at references, looking at resumes, and seeing if we could make a match between the candidates we had and the profile we had developed. Let me look at my notes here. And our first meeting was August 30th with that committee. And Bud Mosley, who represented search firm, met with us, and we talked about issues like confidentiality, how there had to be a great deal of confidentiality in this because we were dealing with people who were in jobs already and they didn't want to make it known that they were actually searching for a job. With the interview process, how we were going to structure that, acknowledge that people's time is valuable, and we actually began by looking at that profile and making sure that it was what we wanted. Following that, we had another meeting on campus where, well, the results of that first search was somewhere in the neighborhood of 150 names that were submitted to Isaacson Miller as having some interest in the university's presidency. Looking at the profile and the backgrounds of those people, the search firm narrowed that down to about 80, I think the number was. And the search committee then met in this room around the table and started looking at some of those references. and looking at the ones that we thought might fit that. We did that twice, where we would sit and look at, it wasn't a full resume, but a summary of what they had submitted. And following that, we had narrowed our search, our group down to about a dozen people. We had one more meeting where we got down to where we had 6 names that we thought fit best with the profile that we developed for the president of the university. We made arrangements to interview those people face to face in St. Louis on in January. And our choices must have been pretty good because one of them accepted employment before we got to interview the person. So we had 5 people interview them. And among them was Dr. Woolfolk, who was the person who eventually hired. We spent 2 days interviewing 5 people. And of course, then following that, we asked the 2 top choices to come visit on campus. And if you were a part of that, you might recall they visited in the morning with representatives, 2 different days, not at the same time, but one person one day and one person the second day. They began by visiting with representatives from the community, and it was open to anyone who wanted to come and sit in and ask questions. They introduced themselves and then answered questions. They then met with faculty, staff, students, had lunch with the curators, and after that met with the cabinet. Then one of our curators has been on a small, short tour of Jefferson City. They got to see the president's residence because this president will visit the president's residence. And then following that, about a week shortly after that, the steering committee, the search committee met one more time. And although we needed to formalize our selection, although we had talked independently, of course, but we met together and formalized our selection. That name was given to the Board of Curators. The Board of Curators met on March 7, I believe, somewhere in there, and took the search committee selection and offered the position to Dr. Woolfolk.
Okay, so what would you say the ideal time frame would be for a presidential search to be conducted and a hire to be made?
It's unusual to do it in less than a year. That's the goal. You know, we wanted someone here when the next school year started. The people that you're looking for are probably likely already employed somewhere. They have responsibilities. They typically can't leave those on short notice. And that's the reason for having the interim. You want someone who can keep the university moving until the sitting president is selected, I should say. And you asked one of the earlier questions, Dr. Woolfolk, some of the things that we looked at in matching her to the things we asked for in profile, she has a good history of recruiting students, retaining students, working positively with students to create a positive learning environment, as well as having experiences in both HBCUs and predominantly white institutions. So she's dealt with a variety of institutions. She's had some good experience in all of those, in those fields I mentioned earlier, recruiting, retaining, and developing a great learning environment for students.
So, what challenges do you feel exist within the presidential search committee, and how did the committee, in terms of just getting on one accord, what is the best, ideal president to step into Lincoln University and have an immediate impact? You mentioned 3 things that we're focused on, but were there any challenges within the committee?
There were 22 people comprised, as I said, of various groups. This committee was amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. Not that they agreed 100% all the time with each other, but they were able to talk through the differences they had and finally come to make a selection based on what's best for Lincoln University. What does that mean? We have challenges. We have financial challenges. Our enrollment is dropping. Our resources that are available to us, both at the state level and because the enrollment is dropping from tuition, are going down. So we have to find ways, maybe outside of the ways we've done in the past, of raising the income that we have to the university business. And of course, all that comes back to the students we serve here. How can we best serve those students? There's always a challenge, no matter what the size of the institution is. There are always interpersonal challenges. How can we all get along to best meet the direction the university needs to go? And that's another skill that we think she will have, that she will be able to confer with people, to get people to see that what we're trying to do is what's best for Lincoln University. And it doesn't always mean that's the best thing for me, but it's what's best for Lincoln University.
Well, in the future, we look forward to seeing how the 20th president, Dr. Gerald Woodfolk, how her impact is made, and we are proud Lincolnites, and thank you for your service as a curator to our institution.
Well, thank you. I want you to know I'm also a proud Lincolnite. Class of 1965, class of 1971.
Class of 2018, okay?
So I have a vested interest in the university.
Thank you.
Thank you.
62nd and 65th Soldiers of the United States Colored Infantry paved the way for students to receive an education at Lincoln University, Missouri. Today I had the opportunity to speak to Curator Winston Rutledge on the Presidential Search Committee. As the 20th president of Lincoln University, Dr. Gerald Woodfolk is revealed to the Lincoln University campus community. Jerry Perkins, Linkin Up with Lincoln.
This year, Lincoln University of Missouri will be holding its 18th annual President's Gala Award and Auction Saturday, April 7th. In attendance will be Lincoln University 20th President Gerald Jones Woodfolk, Interim President Michael Middleton, and Dr. Jerome Alford, Lincoln University of Missouri Dean of Students. The gala starts promptly at 7 p.m. at the Link. For more information, please call Chris Bell at 573-681-5056.
Jerry Perkins is here to provide with a more in-depth look on what to expect at the 16th Annual President's Gala.
I'm here at Memorial Hall on the campus of Lincoln University, Missouri, where leaders are meeting to discuss the 16th Annual President's Gala Awards. At this year's gala, the 20th president of Lincoln University, Dr. Gerald Woodfolk, is going to be revealed to students and the Jefferson City community. Today we have exclusive interviews only seen on JCTV's Linkin Up with Lincoln to discuss the event. Memorial Hall on the campus of Lincoln University, Missouri, commemorates the legacy of the 62nd and 65th Soldiers of the United States Colored Infantry, who founded our historic institution in 1866.
Honored to be the honorary co-chair of the gala, and there is so much excitement around it so far. There are going to be some awards that night. There will be an auction, there will be a silent auction, and also a live auction. There will be a dinner, and so it's really exciting. I'm hoping that the entire Jeff City community will come out and join us that night. I'm also hoping that the faculty and staff will join, as well as students. Hopefully the students will come out as well.
This seal commemorates the legacy of President Abraham Lincoln, who signed the Emancipation Proclamation during the Civil War, which freed the slaves and paved the way for the founding of Lincoln University in 1866.
You know, Lincoln has really impacted my life. I actually went to an HBCU. I went to Jackson State for my master's degree, and so I've always had a warm spot for HBCUs. My daughter also attended Tuskegee, and I have a couple of brothers that attended Lincoln University, so already I loved Lincoln before I ever came here. But, just coming to Lincoln, it's even increased my excitement and enthusiasm about this university. It has really been a wonderful experience for me and also for the president to serve in this capacity. I've enjoyed really getting a chance to walk this beautiful campus and visit with the students and getting to know them, and also the faculty and staff. I mean, it's just amazing how outstanding and well prepared all of those faculty members are, and they're so committed and loyal to Lincoln. And so all together, the traditions and the culture that are represented here, and every time I pass by the statues of the soldiers there, I'm reminded of the history that this place has come from. So it has been an outstanding experience for me and also for my husband to serve in this role.
Join us in welcoming the 20th president of Lincoln University, Missouri.
Time for Mike because he has thoroughly enjoyed his time here. I know that he's sought to increase the funding and to have the building restored. And he's also worked with us to build camaraderie within the institution. So as we move forward, with a lot of visiting of grandchildren. That's something that's going to happen. We have 7 grandchildren, and they're spread across the country, and so we will do some visiting there. He serves on a number of boards, and I also serve on a number of boards, so we are going to be very busy in the community, and believe me, we will not forget about Lincoln. We are still, you're going to look up and we are going to be on this campus, so we intend to continue to be involved. You have a wonderful future ahead of you. I have met your 20th president coming in, and I'm very excited about the skills and talents that she brings. And so we feel as though we're putting Lincoln in exceptional hands, and we're going to have a great time in the future.
Special thanks to the Lincoln University, Missouri Alumni Association for paving the way for Lincolnites' educational opportunities. We are continuing the legacy of the 62nd and 65th Soldiers of the United States Colored Infantry. We are 1866.
Any specific details, but I worked in extension for 23 years, and we have always had, University of Missouri has always had a partnership with Lincoln University because both of them are land grant institutions, and as the land grant institutions in Missouri, there's a collaborative relationship. So that partnership has always been there, and we've had a memorandum of understanding among the two schools in order to work together, particularly in extension. So, there's a foundation of a partnership there, and of course, I think it would be wonderful to continue that partnership, and that partnership will continue, but to also expand that partnership, I think would be a wonderful idea. I know that the president of the University of Missouri is looking forward to being the new president, and I think, and also the chancellor of the University of Missouri in Columbia, they're really hoping to get a chance to forge just a partnership agreement. But, in terms of other colleges that are here as well, Columbia College is very important, Stevens and Lynn Tech, those are all institutions that I think that Lincoln could benefit from, and they could benefit from having a partnership. And one thing that I did recently is I had a First Ladies Luncheon. I called together the First Ladies of all of those other colleges and universities, and we met right over for lunch at 601 Jackson Street. And we had a wonderful time, and we talked about the challenges that we all have and ways that we can all work together for the future. And the spouses are also interested in those partnerships.
Also, let's not forget the sister agencies here in some states.
Absolutely. I am so fond of Dwan and his wife. We have an opportunity to meet from time to time. I'm actually from St. Louis, and we have a lot of ties still in St. Louis. So whenever we are in St. Louis and we get a chance to see the Warnacks, we visit with them, and yeah, we just have a great relationship. So certainly that's a partner institution as well.
Wheatfall, the Director of Philanthropy and the Lincoln University Foundation.
Yes.
Thank you for joining us, Dr. Wheatfall.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
So, Dr. Wheatfall, with the 16th Annual President's Gala Awards coming up, how are you preparing for the event and what's your role in the event?
We just finished our meeting. As you can see, we just finished the meeting. The whole university is involved. This is our 16th anniversary, and we expect to exceed our expectations. We've put the right people in the right place to get this job done. And this is our major fundraiser for the foundation. The Lincoln University Foundation raises money for scholarships. And by going through this process and getting people out for the gala, they're contributing towards students attending the Lincoln. And the purpose of it is to raise money for students.
Okay, so you mentioned expectations. What are there? Are there any specific expectations you have for this specific award?
Yes, we expect to have at least 600 people out to dinner for a nice evening of entertainment. We will be able to bid on some of our awards that we'll have there for people. We are looking to have a good time, a fun time. We also have a paddle raising. Now that part gives people a chance to give as much as they like to give, or they could buy books for students, or they could buy a class, all kind of little auctioning items that they can do in order to raise money for Lincoln.
Okay, and are there any special guests that we can expect to see at this year's awards?
Of course, we've got an exciting special guest. I should keep it a secret, but I won't. I can't keep it a secret. We're going to introduce our new president, Dr. Wheatfall. She's going to come down and be introduced at the gala by our outgoing president, Dr. Middleton, who's done an excellent job. We hate to lose him, but we're getting something equal or better in Dr. Wheatfall.
Definitely. So we are very excited to have our new president.
Yes.
And there's so many expectations, and I'm sure she's going to exceed them all.
Yes.
So what can we expect in terms of, Lincoln University, our institution, with the transition from, Dr. Middleton serving as intern to our new president, the 20th president, Dr. Wheatfall. What do we expect going forward for Lincoln?
I think we can expect, number one will be we're all going to double down, the faculty, staff, everyone, to increase our enrollment. We want to increase our enrollment and give students a better chance to graduate. We want to have students come in, and we want to be able to retain students. If you come to Lincoln, our obligation is to get you graduated. We don't want you to come and stay one semester and leave. We want you to come and stay your 4 years, sometimes maybe a little bit more, but whatever it takes to get you to come here, get your degree, and graduate, go out into the world of work, make money, and send some of that money back to Lincoln. Because as you know, people made sacrifices for us to be what we are today. 152 years ago, the soldiers made a sacrifice for us to be here. So we should help those who are not as fortunate as we are to come to Lincoln, have scholarship money, so that they can go to school. As you know, the major concern in our community today is education. If you educate yourself, you can change your life. You can change your family's life. So we want students to come to Lincoln. And Lincoln is the best place for it to happen. In fact, I not only came to Lincoln and got a good education, I also got my wife.
Aww.
Yes.
I wish we all could be that blessed. I'm trying to tell you. Go on.
I got my wife. I got 2 children. And it is just exciting. When you come to college, college is just a different experience. If I could get to our community, the one thing I would want our kids to do is to come get a good education, get a good job, and contribute back to Lincoln and to their communities.
Definitely. Well, we are so thankful for the 62nd and 65th soldiers of the United States Colored Infantry. They have truly paved the way for our opportunities, and we look forward to continuing their legacy, and we thank you for your service here at Lincoln University.
I'm excited about being back at Lincoln. After going away and working at 3 other universities and being able to come back and to help Lincoln to raise money and to help our students to succeed, I'm just excited. It's a dream for me. I'm excited about it.
Thank you for your time, Dr. Wheatfall.
Thank you.
We look forward to seeing the Lincoln University campus community at the 16th Annual President Gala Awards. April 7th at 5 p.m. at the Link Recreation Center here in Jefferson City, Missouri. Jerry Perkins, Linkin Up with Lincoln.
With graduation being only 5 weeks away, seniors are checking off their to-do list, starting with ordering their caps and gowns, among other things, at Lincoln's annual Grad Fest. The soon-to-be graduates were asked to stop by the student accounts table to make sure they didn't have any financial holds. Ashley spoke with Kayla Allen, the programming coordinator for Career Support Services. She is informing new graduates about job opportunities, internships, and volunteer information after graduation if they haven't secured employment yet.
Well, it's definitely second semester, which means Lincoln University should be getting ready to graduate some of its finest scholars back into the real world. With that being said, we wanted to get insight on some of the things that these future graduates have planned after their final semester.
You are a graduating senior. What are your plans after graduating Lincoln University?
My plans after graduating Lincoln University is hopefully attaining a job in my field.
Meanwhile, I know you got a few more months until you graduate, a couple more months actually. What are some of the things you do to keep yourself busy besides schoolwork?
I just play the game, I have a little side job right now. Those are the only things I really do. Maintaining my grades, staying in the library.
See Lincoln University headed here in the future?
Well, with the upgrades, to some of the athletic facilities, I feel like that the university is going in the right direction.
Academic-wise?
I feel like it's a good school,
I understand that you're getting ready to graduate. What would be some advice that you give someone who's getting ready to be a graduating senior or someone who's going to be a graduating senior next semester?
Personally, I would say stay on top of your stuff. You get into your senior year and you start thinking about, I just want to get out of here, and you kind of lose focus in a sense. Do you want to do? Make sure you're able to, kind of look out for yourself, because no one's going to be looking out for you anymore.
So what are the things that you do to keep yourself busy in the meanwhile? I know you've got couple more months or a few weeks until you do actually graduate. Got any hobbies or anything?
Right now, I work out a lot, so I like to go to the gym. I'm working, trying to save up money for after graduation, and then just kind of trying to figure out stuff on my own, like, getting internships, trying to figure out where I want to move and stuff like that. So I want to go to school in Atlanta, so Clark, Atlanta. I don't plan on going into the spring because I feel like I deserve a semester off, but that's really my plans, is just to go back to school and pursue another degree, and that's about it right now.
As we are coming to the end of the year, it is almost that time again. It is the start of spring football and the beginning of football season. Lincoln's kickoff for the first home game is against Lane University September 1st, 2018. We are hoping that Lincoln will have a great season this year. Jasmine had the opportunity to speak with a couple of Lincoln University football players. Many of them are excited for the new upcoming season and is expecting to work hard, sweat, dedicate their time to practicing, and bring home wins. They hope to have a wonderful football season.
Spring has arrived, so you know what's next? Summertime. Everyone dreams to have those perfect bodies for swimsuits. So here are a couple of tips to stay in shape. Eat right. Your diet should consist of lots of fruits and vegetables. Eat light. Don't starve yourself. If you are hungry, you need to eat, but try to concentrate on how much you eat. Hydrate, exercise, focus on the core, limit alcohol, and get some rest. Hope to see you on that beach feeling great and looking greater. With that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
Linkin Up with Lincoln.
I wasn't always this good. I had a lot to learn. I had to practice. And practice. And practice. Until one day, my dream came true. Sure, it wasn't easy, but it was worth it.
Yo, check out this chef, right? Right? That's so gay. That's really gay. Dude, look at those hands.
Please don't say that.
What?
Don't say that something is gay when you mean that something is dumb or stupid. It's insulting. It's like if I thought this pepper shaker was stupid and I said, man, and this pepper shaker is so 16-year-old boy with a cheesy mustache. Just saying. When you say that's so gay, do you realize what you say? Knock it off.
The Brothers of the Golden Theta Rho chapter of Kappa Kappa Psi National Honorary Band Fraternity will be hosting their annual Queen's Pageant on April 21st at 7:19 p.m. This pageant will feature women who have shown interest in representing KK Psi as Miss Kappa Kappa Psi or Miss Theta Rho. They will have to showcase their talents, participate in a creative scene, present that they have an understanding of band fitness, and respond to questions given to them about the fraternity and the chapter. We got the chance to speak with some of the contestants, and Lauren Strammel says she is excited and can't wait until the pageant. We will keep you updated on the winners of this competition.
Every year, Honda invites all HBCUs to its Honda All-Star Quiz Bowl Challenge in Los Angeles. This year will be Lincoln University's 29th year in attendance. And speaking of events on campus, Campaign Week is now upon us. Campaign Week is a pretty big deal here at Lincoln University. It's a time for your fellow students to step up and show you all how they plan on making a change on the campus. Make sure you all get out and listen to every candidate to see what they have to offer, so you can make the right choice for your campus.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back for more of today's top stories on Linkin Up with Lincoln.
Linkin Up with Lincoln.
Look at this guy. What are you gonna do, kid? Go home. It's hopeless. Yeah.
My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get.
Lions, tigers, bears. Oh my! Hakuna bina kanjanda.
Tenete gatio ako.
A lot of people have received their tax refunds, which started back in January on the 29th. This is a little later than it usually starts. Many of those taxpayers are already putting that money to use immediately. About a third of taxpayers getting a refund expect to save or invest the money, while nearly 3 in 10 will pay down debts. People should look to file their taxes as soon as possible to prevent identity theft or simply just to get your refund faster. The most important thing is that you shouldn't file your tax return until you're ready to do so, meaning that you have all the right paperwork in order. Everyone will have until April 17th to get your tax return in.
Attention, you Lincoln University students, spring is finally here, which means SpringFest is right around the corner. Make sure to free up some space on your calendar for April 14th through the 21st, and also don't forget to do some shopping because the theme is Coachella. This will be a movie, so make sure you show up and show out.
Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is hosting their 2018-2019 Mr. Crimson and Cream pageant. This annual event focuses on promoting positive self-image, physical and mental health, cultural pride, and social graces among the contestants and escorts. The pageant provides an opportunity for the participants to meet new friends, cultivate leadership skills, and engage in public service activities. This event will take place on April 29th at 7:13 p.m. in Richardson Auditorium. Please come and support each contestant.
Internship season is in full effect. Over the past 3 months, college students everywhere have been relentlessly applying to various internships. As March dwindles down and April approaches, your emails should be buzzing with offers from your top choices. But if you're still on the search, here are 3 tips to help you. Number 1, reach out to your professors or other professionals within your field to see what internships are available. Number 2, update your resume and polish your LinkedIn profile. And number 3, visit the Career Center on the 2nd floor of Page Library. They'll be able to assist you with preparing for your phone or Skype interviews.
We have breaking news with Linkin Up with Lincoln. We're going to Denasia Green Meredith with an update on Lincoln University.
Thank you, Malik. On Wednesday, April 4th, I attended class with the Dean of Students, Dr. Jerome Alford Jr. He broke the sad news that he will be departing from our dear university on May 31st, 2018. The news was very disturbing and students were shocked and upset. Dr. O plays a huge role in being a leader in the students' lives. We are not sure about the future for Dr. Jerome Alford Jr. in Lincoln University, but we do know it will be a huge change. We want to wish Dr. O the best, and we will truly miss him. This is Denasia Green Meredith with Linkin Up with Lincoln. Back to you guys.
And that does it for today's edition for Linkin Up with Lincoln. Thank you so much for joining us.
For more on Linkin Up with Lincoln, check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And if you have any ideas, reach out to us on social media.
And make sure you watch our other programs JCTV has to offer on our YouTube channel.
For Linkin Up with Lincoln, I'm Malik Henry.
And I'm Maya Kimbrough.
Linkin Up with Lincoln.